Okay, so theoretically what we have covered, let me just brief.
Okay.
So today actually we started learning about the ledger concept. So we know the leading ledger, non-leading ledger. Leading ledger is used for the group level reporting. Non-leading ledger is used for the individual country level reporting, local reporting purpose, balance sheet, P&L, all those things. Okay, group reporting is we prepare based on the IFRS. Okay, the requirement is for consolidation or corporate level requirements. Local reporting is for local gaps like Indian gap, US gap, Singapore gap, their accounting principles. Okay, so for group reporting level, we are going to use the 0L, which is the leading ledger. It is pre-configured, delivered by SAP. We don't have any control to change it. And for local reporting purpose, we are going to use the non-leading ledger, which can be 2-digit any alphanumeric key, and number of non-leading ledgers can be anything as per the requirement. Okay, this we need to configure, we need to set up the system. Then we understood what ledger basically stands for. So each non-leading ledger would work as a different accounting book for different company codes, and IFRS or zero leading ledger would represent the group level reporting, which would be consolidated information in it. Okay, then we started learning the parallel currencies. In SAP S4HANA, we can have 10 currencies at a time for a single transaction posted. We can see that transaction amount in 10 currencies, but usually we are going to use the 3 currencies or in maximum 4 currencies. But if it is required, freely definable 6 currencies can also be defined. We then learned how the conversion happens. Okay, so the document currency, no conversion is required, but for local currency, group currency, and hard currency, conversion is required. Even for the freely definable currencies, we need to do the conversion settings. This is the part of ledger configuration settings we will do. Then how the currency conversion happens, we learned it. Like, it is not something you can give anything. Transaction currency is free, it can be anything, so there is no conversion for this. Okay, but for local currency, where the system derive the local currency is from the company code definition we do in OX02. The group currency we get from the client level, which is one-time activity defined by the basis consultant in SCC4 transaction code. Hard currency we get from the company, from the country settings, which is OY01. So hard currency and index currency can be maintained over there. Apart from the free definable currencies which we maintain, that is we maintain in that screen itself, system don't derive from anywhere else. Then for the exchange rate, for this conversion to happen, we need to maintain the exchange rate in the system. This is the user activity, but we need to do the configuration. There are configuration steps we will see in the system. Okay, but how that is maintained is in T code OB08, we maintain the exchange rate. So for that, we need to maintain the exchange rate for the currency pair. If you are maintaining USD to INR, you should also maintain for INR to USD. And there are two different quotations. Direct quotation means you are converting from foreign currency to the local currency. Okay, if indirect quotation, you are converting from local currency to the foreign currency. Mostly this is used the indirect quotation only. Okay, we took one example how like currency conversion happens. Okay, and then an example of how exchange rate is maintained.